Vítejte u cvičení na ovlivnění svalů pánevního dna.
Pelvic floor. Exercise 1. Take any small ball and put it just next to your right ischial tuberosity. This is the little bone on which you sit. Without lifting the other half of your bottom, your other ischial tuberosity, try to rotate on the ball, and your right ischial tuberosity continuously rotates around the ball, so that you relax all the insertions around. It is a minimal movement. Try not to shift your knees too much aside. It is important that you breathe freely because the pelvic floor is connected with your breath. Rotate several times in both directions, and in the end put the ball under your left ischial tuberosity. Exercise 2. Try to move only your pelvis and not slouch between the scapulas. In front on your pelvis there is a pubic bone, and at the back there is the tailbone. Try to push forward your pelvis. Draw the tailbone to the back of the chair and the other way round. Push the pelvis backwards and push your pubic bone to the back of the chair. Continuously push your pelvis forward and backward and do not slouch between your scapulas. Exercise 3. Fold up the prepared towel and put it under one buttock. Your ischial tuberosity is suddenly higher, so you sit a little aside. Try to balance this position by pushing the ischial tuberosity into the towel. The other ischial tuberosity is relaxed on the chair. It doesn't get off. Try to breathe freely with stretched head. If you slouched, the midriff would not be in the position opposite the pelvis floor, and the pelvis floor would not be able to work properly. Try to continuously press the towel and release. Repeat that several times and then put the towel under the other buttock and do the whole exercise again. Exercise 4. Try to put your hands under your bottom, palms towards the ceiling, so that you can touch the ischial tuberosities. Tips of your fingers are on the top of the ischial tuberosities, and you can feel that your bottom is totally relaxed. Keep your head stretched, your knees without movement, and the inner side of your thighs relaxed. Try to move the ischial tuberosities little towards each other, as if you were pulling them together with a gum. Do not draw your belly button in. Breathe freely. The breath in is aimed into the abdomen. It is a very small movement, hardly a millimeter. It is more about the idea. Exercise 5. Stretch your right thigh, your right hip pulled out and a little bit above the mat, and thus your pelvis tilts up, but the left hip is steady. Return back and do the same on the left side. Repeat several times. Exercise 6. Lying on your back with your legs stretched, you will try to influence the deepest level of your pelvic floor. In front on your pelvis, there is the pubic bone. Its top is about 15 to 20 centimeters down the belly button. And if you go a bit downwards, you will find its bottom. There is where pelvic floor starts. Your tailbone on which you are lying now is part of your sacrum and is just above your anus. Bend your knees, press your feet against the mat. Do not contract your buttocks or flex thigh muscles, both on the outside and the inside. Breathe freely and imagine that there is a rubber band between the tailbone and the pubic bone. Try to continually draw them to each other and release them. Do not contract the sphincters and do not draw your belly button in. Breathe freely and repeat several times. Exercise 7. Relax your bottom and imagine that there is a locomotive going out of your pelvic floor and it travels continuously around your lumbar spine towards the thoracic spine and then up to your neck. You are holding it in and not letting it out. And slowly, continuously, it travels over the thoracic and lumbar spine back to the tailbone. The gate is open and the locomotive can go out. And again it goes through your pelvic floor and travels continuously along your backbone up to your neck and slowly down to your belly button, but it changes its mind and goes again towards your thoracic spine. It goes deeper into your body and continuously over your thoracic and lumbar spine towards the tailbone, and then it goes out. Stay lying down. Exercise 8. Your pelvis is relaxed. You're going to work out on the dynamic character of your pelvic floor so that it becomes as flexible as a trampoline. Imagine that you suck in through your pelvic floor a little ball and you want to push it out immediately and again suck it in and push it out. You continue in this tempo and try to leave anus, your bottom and muscles on the inside of your thighs relaxed. Try not to pull in your belly button. Exercise 9. Lying on the mat, supported on your elbows, your knees at the widths of the mat, your feet aimed at each other, your head stretched. Try to pull down the front pelvic floor a chain, which means for the ladies to pull in the first two little holes and keep the anus relaxed. Do not pull in the abdomen. Try not to draw the belly button to the spine and breathe freely. Repeat several times.